What's up, guys? I am back to bring you yet again another exclusive interview from a cast member of two shows that I did recaps on, Chasing Atlanta as well as G-Status ATL Hustle. You are known as Akeem, Sir Akeem, Hakeem. Please explain to the church what your name is, my God, because everybody is calling you everything. So I want you to clarify it for everybody else.
Including Messi. Well, for the congregation, is it congregation?
Yes, it's a
congregation. It is Sir Akeem, but you can call me Akeem.
Now, when you were on Chasing Atlanta, you were referencing yourself as just Akeem, right?
Correct.
Okay, so please share with the church and the viewing audience why you went from Akeem to Sir Akeem. Is it because you're the Beyonce of both of those shows? My God.
I'll take that, but I didn't say that. In reference to the Sir, it's just all about respect. You know what I mean? I just wanted to put a little stamp on it. Of course, respect me, I respect you. But that's more of my stage name when I'm doing pageants or when I'm doing shows. That's when it is. But if you know me, get to know me, we're just talking,
it's
Akeem.
Okay, gotcha. So before we even get into you doing pageants, I want you to share with the church about yourself. So who is Akeem and where do you come from? In reference to where are you from?
Okay.
Are you from Atlanta or are you?
I am from Georgia. Not born and raised in Atlanta. I'm not a Brady's baby, but like 30 minutes away from here, Noonan, Georgia, Peachtree City in that area. I was born and raised in that area. My grandmother, on my dad's side and my grandmother on my father's side both stayed maybe walking distance less than 2-3 minutes away. Okay. So I grew up with both grandmothers. One of my grandmothers became the first black lady to ever be on the city council board in our town at that time in the 80s. And she, they came to her, producers came to her and wanted her to cast black people, young black guys, girls in our town for movies like Fried Green Tomatoes, Marie Hillary, Wife, Mother, Murderer. I was one of those people as well. Okay. So when I did that stuff like that, it just gave me an interesting about wanting to be in the light, you know, the light camera action thing.
Because your family already had history in doing things in the public eye. Exactly. Now, you said your grandmother?
My grandmother, yes.
Is that the grandmother that just passed?
No, and that's
because we do want to offer condolences to you because in this previous or current episode of G-Status ATL, you shared the struggles of losing your grandmother who was close to you, who raised you, and who pretty much set you on your path of where you are now.
Yeah, and thank you for that. So that's why I wanted to clip as well. I have two grandmothers, of course. My dad's mom and my mother's mom. My mother's mom was the one who recently passed. Okay. She's the one who I was close to both of them, but she's the one who actually raised me. You know, it's like you always kind of closer maybe to your mother's side of the family.
That happens a lot, yeah.
Yeah, and
especially in the black family.
Exactly. And my father's side, my father's mother, my grandmother there, that's the one who actually became the first black city council. Okay. And she's still alive.
All right. Okay.
So yeah, so I lost one, but she's still alive, thank God. You know, everything's okay with her. But yeah, so just to clear that up.
And that's awesome to hear because I know with being new to Atlanta for myself, as well as others, you really don't hear people typically actually being from Georgia. So that's very interesting to hear about you, that you are a Georgia native, my God.
Yes, I am, and I love it.
So, am I allowed to ask you how old you are?
You are. I'm one thing, and people even ask me, Akeem, why you even tell them? I wouldn't even tell nobody my age. I wouldn't do that. Let me tell you, I'm blessed to be in this lifestyle, to see 40, to see me as the person that I am. I don't care what nobody say, shoot me down, call me whatever. I know exactly who I am. I'm confident and I'm blessed to say I am 40 years old. I just turned 40 on October the 5th. And for me, I thought it was something when you hit 30. When you hit 40, it's a whole nother life-changing experience.
I'm going to say happy belated birthday, first and foremost.
Thank you.
I have a slightly messy question.
Go ahead.
Because this may or may not be you.
Okay.
But I did see photos of you on Jack, and it said that you were 23 years old. Is that your page?
No, I would never put a photo on Jack and say I'm 23. The one on my page just have 99.
Okay.
For you to figure it out.
Because I screenshot that. I said,
are you serious?
Yeah, I did. I'm gonna show you.
No, are you serious? Somebody got something on saying I'm 23
Yes,
on there?
I'm gonna screen. I'm gonna show you. I have it in my phone because I said I need to show this because whenever we get to view Akeem here, the church is gonna want to know because I have yet to say that you are probably the most anticipated guest from the church, as well as sometimes people may reference you as being infamous as well.
Well, I take that and I appreciate that. Church, I just want y'all to know I do like me a whole lot of hymns.
Expound on what does that.
But I'm not gonna say I'm 23 to get my hymns. No, I am who I am. If you like me, you know me, you get to know me, you're around me, you're gonna just like Akeem. Mm-hmm. Age ain't nothing but a number, ain't got nothing to do with it, so I wouldn't even fake the phone like that to get nobody attention.
And before we go further into who you are, before I pressed record, I was looking at you in your face.
Yes.
And you caught it.
Yes.
And I said, I'll tell you when we start filming what I was doing.
Yes.
I had to verify for the church, my God, if these eyes are real.
So,
you want me to answer?
Please.
Yes, Akeem has natural, organic hazel eyes. Yes, he does.
Thank you. I appreciate that. They'll light me up about everything else. Some other shit might be fake.
Well, I mean, I thought you were wearing contacts too, so.
No, they're my real eyes.
So I had to say, like, let me make sure now because people are going to want to know.
Yeah.
Because everybody has been waiting for you to come here. You do know that.
Yeah, and I knew when you was looking into my eyes at the moment, that was you was wondering, are they real in the clock? I see the circle around there, I see the black thing. But you didn't do it that long, but I got it.
Because I got it quickly. I got it.
But I respect you. And we must say to the people, to the church, I'm supposed to have been here, done this.
Yes, back when you were still on Chasing Atlanta.
Yes.
Speaking of Chasing Atlanta,
okay,
they're about to start filming.
Yes.
Are you going to be on Chasing Atlanta or are you just sticking with G-Status ATL Hustle?
I'm going to be on Chasing Atlanta. I just don't think they want me as a main cast member right now because of, I guess, all the enigma, what's going on with everybody and me and, on there. And then also by me being on G-Status. Okay. So it's kind of like they don't want any conflict.
Okay, so let's get back to your upbringing. You shared with us about your grandmother and, her involvement in the community. Mm-hmm. But tell us about you in reference to like high school, your childhood, to the point of you coming out.
Oh my God.
Because I know one thing that has been said on both shows, especially with your level of messy, everyone has been trying to paint you as the person to be the one to school all the youngins. So share with us how you got to the point of coming out so we know about that in reference to you, since you have this title of you should be the OG schooling the youngins.
Right, but people don't. I guess you understand it once you're in my shoes.
Yeah.
So great question. I love that question. This is something that I always want to share that I never got a chance to share with the cast or production really. But my father shot and killed himself in front of my mama and my brother when I was 1 year old. So I never even got a chance to really know my father. Okay. It was just, that was tough for me. Just I always wondered what would it have been like if he was alive, would my life have been different, anything like that. But I dated females growing up. I had white girls, black girls, Asian girls. A lot of girls was attracted to me and I used to have 2 and 3 girlfriends at a time. But when I was 18 years old, I dated a guy.
Was that where you was 18 when you started dating guys or was it prior to that?
I had messed around before, but 18 when I got into my first relationship with someone in Atlanta.
So at what point in that time frame did you go from women to men?
It was at this time.
Okay. No, because you messed around.
I had messed around, but then this was my first boyfriend.
Yeah, so
I got into the lifestyle at 18. So like when I was maybe 16, 17, I maybe let a guy, suck me off.
Okay, so you said, 16 is where you had your first encounter sexually with the guy? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and then so from there I still dated girls, I still liked girls, I still was always into girls, but there was this one guy that drew me into him, and he was just funny, he was unique, and it's kind of like he helped me to come out and to own and embrace my
sexuality.
Sexuality being gay, because I didn't know how to embrace it, I didn't know how to express it, I was embarrassed, like I didn't want to be, because I came from a time when it was like finally you couldn't do this, you had to stand straight up, you couldn't walk like this, you couldn't talk like that, you know, things before it all came on TV. And so he was actually younger than me. He was 15 when we got together. I was 18, he was 15. He had lied to me and told me he was 16, and I mean his mother, he met my mother, our grandparents, everybody met. They wanted us to be together. They were almost like, if you're gonna be gay, this is how I want you to be with
this person.
Both people was like that. So before you knew it, even at that age, I turned 19, we turned 16, we got into our first apartment. And so we was together 7 years, but he was born and raised in Atlanta.
Okay.
So he knew, even at 15, he was smoking cigarettes, he was smoking weed, he was drinking beer. I wasn't doing none of that stuff. I didn't start doing it until I was 25. So they saw me in a different light, like you can kind of help
guide
mold
him.
and guide this person. So yeah, I was doing it at a young age where I didn't even know who I was as a person, but it's still like, I'm with a person, but I'm raising a person at the same damn time.
Now, a question. You sharing that your father passed when you were younger, you didn't know your father.
Himself, yeah.
Yes, and you found that out and was informed, of course. So do you feel, because you did share, that you're not sure if you would have had your father, would your life turn out the way that it has? Are you referencing like experiences, or are you referring to homosexuality? Give us a more definitive answer in reference to what you feel your life would have been like had you had your father present, especially if you're referring to homosexuality.
Yeah, and that's a great question. And to me, to answer that question is everything that you just said. It's just life experiences, life challenges. If I can talk to this person, could they mold me? Because my father was a strong guy. They think I was a mess. He was a damn mess. He was way worse than I am. And so that, and as well as I wonder, would I have, you know what? I kind of always felt that I was gay.
Okay.
So, but I don't know if he would have guided me differently. And like, I never people, it was like even when my family talked about me being gay, they didn't come and sit me down and talk to me about, if you have sex, put on protection with me, do this and that. You know what I mean? I think about things like that.
You wonder if your father would have been the one to do those things for you.
Yeah, my mother didn't know how to speak to me in that type of way. She didn't know how to talk, because she didn't never know what gay was, and she didn't just want to say nothing bad, so she just never taught me. And that's just how it was, about having sex with guys or doing with this and that, or protecting yourself. So I just think about those parts.
So you also shared in the most recent episode of G-Status that you were in prison 5 times in the past 5 months. Was that accurate?
Jail. You can't go to prison 5 times.
Well, guess what? I've never been to neither my God, and the church knows this, so I don't know the difference between jail and prison. Gardini has been to jail and or prison. I don't know which one, but he knows he has to correct me because
I wish like hell they send my ass to prison 5 times within 5 months. No, it's just too much. It takes about 5 months to even get in the system to go to prison and go get shipped down there. It's just too much. That's jail. You can get pulled over. You have a probation here. You may have paid your probation, this and that. Or you, like, I had 2 cars. I had loaned.
Well, come on and share. Let us know why you was in jail, Akeem, because you were missing from G-Status for quite a while.
I loaned somebody my car, and by the time I got my car back, they had taken the insurance off the car, and I didn't have it placed back on there within the 30-day period. I didn't know. And so that was one, like, I guess when I rode, you know, these days you can just ride and automatically, police ain't got to run your tag. It'll just alert them. And so like when on G-Status, when I was going to get filmed after we left the show, me, KL, Ellen, the producer, and we had another guy in the back filming, they just pulled us over from nowhere. And at that time, it was because of the no insurance, because I just had got that car back.
Wait, so was it really 5 times?
Yeah, I didn't go to jail at that moment. That time right there, they impounded my car. But still, I had to pay, you know, hundreds of dollars to even get my car out, make sure I get the insurance put back on my car, all of that. But I have been to jail, yes, back to back 5 times, with like from January to, I would say June, I was in jail back to back.
And is that something you were?
Also, like, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. It's your moment right now. Go ahead.
It was at times when, like, at one time when I got out, they didn't even clear me. They didn't even clear me from another charge. So they let me out, but they still had another warrant on me. So as soon as somehow again I was riding, I got pulled over again. It was like back to back. Like I said, the police don't have to even run your shit. If they are behind you, your tag gonna light up or do something to prompt the police to something about that tag plate. What they'll do is like suspend your registration and to prompt the police, and then when they run your name, you got a warrant. Okay. So that's how they do you. You know what I mean? So I was being pulled over left and right, so going to work and stuff.
The 5 times this year, not 5 times in the past 5 months, 5 times this year.
Yeah.
Now, I do want to go back to lack of a father.
Yeah.
Do you feel like those situations have to deal with that as well?
I think a lot of my childhood got a lot to do with my adulthood, and that's why, and I say adulthood, but being adult, but that's why I kind of drank to kind of let myself out, in a sense. It's like...
Is it your coping mechanism?
It's a coping mechanism. Monday through Friday, I'm not like that.
Okay.
Because I'm working. You know what I mean? But that's why I told you when I got here, I need some alcohol or something. I got to let my hair down. So that's why I'm able to talk.
When you asked for alcohol, I said, oh gosh, how are we going to go into this topic about Akeem and alcohol? Because the church wants to know, because I think a lot of people feel like that if that's not the real you on camera, it's alcohol induced. So the Akeem that shows up that people label as messy, do you feel it's alcohol induced? And is that the real you?
Okay, let me tell you, and that's a great church. First of all, let me answer this like that. Let me go into this church. Jesus juice. I drink Jesus juice. It's okay. The church drink wine. I like to drink wine too. So that's all right. What was your question again?
So,
I'm so sorry.
Is the alcohol what triggers what we see on camera, or is that the real Akeem?
Okay, this is what I was going to
So the messy Akeem.
This is what I was going to go into after that, y'all. Akeem is an alter ego. Okay. Like, seriously. Akeem is another person that comes inside me. I don't even know how to explain it. If you got an alter, you know. Sometimes, like, say, for instance, I wake up in the morning, eyebrows and shit may not be on, I'm not done. I'm just regular me. Behind as soon as I get done, I get a cocktail in me.
And you get some lights flashing on you, some lighting on you in the camera.
Akeem's coming up and out, baby. And this just, sometimes I have no control. When I lay down at night, sometimes I'm like, you know what, that damn Akeem is a mess. Sometimes I try to push his ass and keep his ass in the closet. He don't want to be. He's going to come out. So I allow it.
Okay, so it doesn't just happen on camera, it happens off camera.
Yeah, off camera, yeah. Akeem is like that, yeah. And it's so crazy for me to speak about myself like that, but I understand what the fuck is going on.
Well, I will say the way Ja edited the most recent episode of G Status ATL Hustle, it makes sense, because I know on Chasing Atlanta, I was annoyed by you from some of your behavior, but then I saw something to where I felt like, okay, maybe he's misunderstood. Then G Status ATL Hustle popped up. You were on there. The messy was back. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I tried to make a whole excuse and argument for his behavior. Now his ass doing the same thing all over again. But then this episode, Ja left a small little smidgen of something in there that allowed me to understand what you just said to be true. And you were talking about Melange Da and reference to raw sex and coke in the bathroom, whatever you said. But after you made that comment, you said, oh, that was too evil. I can't do that. That's too much.
Yes.
So what you're saying now kind of does clarify that Akeem, Sir Akeem is an alter ego. And are you saying that you battle? Well, no, you did say, my God, that you battle within yourself of trying to keep that under subjection.
Yes.
So I have to ask, that since you are aware of Sir Akeem or Akeem and having to pull it back, are you able to acknowledge a lot of your wrongs in many other situations, especially when you see yourself on camera?
Yes, and that's a great question. You would be the only person that really catch that and bring it to life.
You know, I'm about the details.
It needs to be answered.
I'm about the details, my guy.
It needs to be answered. That's great. And that's not the only time that I said something and then I want to pull back.
It wasn't shown.
That's just the first time
it was shown.
It.
Okay.
Yes. A lot of times I'm like, oh my God, like this person's gonna be mad at me. Woo. But at the end of the day, we got to make a show. So, like you said, lights, camera, action. It's almost like a camera ballsy type of thing.
Yes.
Automatically that I just always had. It just stimulates. Again, I have no control of it. I am who I am. This is the king. I'm very fun. I'm very funny. I do make sense. These people think I'm crazy. They think I'm slow. They think I'm dumb. Whatever. I don't even allow that to even get to me because I know better. sometimes I may not make no sense, but when you're in front of lights, camera, action, you got a lot of things going through your head. You're trying to spit everything out at one time. You're trying to make it funny for the audience. You're trying to be serious and all this stuff. It just all just kind of, sometimes you just get disconnected. And I think sometimes I just be disconnected with the electricity, the electrolytes, whatever, child. In my damn brain where it just don't map and add up to where the audience are connecting with me in that type of way.
I think the church is going to love this interview because with you addressing that, you do make sense at times, and what you just said made 100% sense. And I love the fact that you articulated having to think about so many different things while you're in the moment being on camera. Like you said, being entertaining, the lighting, how you look, so on and so forth. And that's a very intelligent statement to make in reference to people from the public who don't know what you go through when you're sitting in this chair or doing confessionals or filming a reality show.
Right, and then say for instance, sometimes like when I'm filming Chasing Atlanta and like when I'm feeling attacked around everybody, it's kind of like, I don't know everybody's mood, even though we filming, I don't even know if these bitches gonna get ready to swing at me at any moment. I don't know if the producer really ain't liking me here, this person like me there. So it's kind of like I can never be able to express what I'm feeling. So you get me choked up like, then they really think I'm slow as hell because I'm doing that shit. It's like I'm trying to pay attention to everything going on, but at the same time, I'm still trying to speak and give you what you want. And then when I do that, they trying to still chop me off, this and that. And it's like, in my mind, it's kind of, I go through like a feeling of like an adrenaline where I just feel like I can just feel it all over my body, and I try to control it, but I have no control, so it kind of make me lose my train of thought and my wordings and everything where it make me look slow. But I'm just trying to pay attention to every damn thing that's going on, make sure ain't one of these bitches trying to sneak me.
Gotcha. So, since you gave us a little bit about yourself, let's go into this season of G-Status ATL Hustle.
Yes.
I have to start from your first stage of messy, my God, which was you versus Sherrod.
Yeah.
And you have to expound on why you felt it necessary to be so degrading to Sherrod in reference to him and his sex tapes and pornography. And I know that Charlie Exile was the one who brought up the topic in the first episode, but you were saying he had his legs spread wide open, taking dick and so on and so forth. I mean, we can all look it up and see that, but you were very descriptive, and you just said you love you some hymns. Yeah. So we can only imagine what you're doing to these hymns, my God. So
I'm giving them what they want.
So why did you feel the need to go so hard on Sherrod on that topic, especially with being so descriptive? And degrading, I might say. Yeah. Because Sherrod never came for you. You do realize that.
He did not. And I really felt bad because I like Sherrod. I really do. And I think I hurt his feelings when I did that. But
why are you about to make me cry, Akeem? Like I'm about to have a tear.
I did, and I felt some type of way that I hurt his feelings. But again, we're filming. And then when I'm speaking in the confessionals, it's camera ballsy. It's another ego coming out, and I'm going to give the camera what it wants. I'm not going to pull back from that part.
And that makes total sense because I can understand when with you being implemented into a show, and then the tug of war in a sense of my morality and what I think is right versus I am here and hired to play a part, play a role, and how to kind of, I guess, meet in the middle with not going too far. But the reality of it is you always go too far. But this is why I think in my most recent recap, I said that you are the Beyonce of the show when somebody tried to shade you and say you weren't, because I think the most memorable cast member from either show is you. Now I have my favorites because I think Gardini is my fave, Charlie's my fave. But when you think about being infamous, most memorable, has made the biggest mark, whether it's negative or positive, it is you.
And
I have read your ass plenty of times in the recaps.
Yeah, I know.
and I think I've read you because of me last season defending you, and then you kind of let me down.
Right, and I totally get it, and I understood it. That's why I really didn't want to do interviews with nobody, because I felt like everybody really don't like me because they just don't know Akeem yet. And I didn't want to force nobody to know Akeem, or like me and your friend stated earlier, everything is happening in its right time.
Yeah.
And this is a time where people get a chance to know Akeem. It's my time to shine. It's my time to speak. And so just doing that right there, and also to get back on what I was saying about real quick about Sherrod. Yes. I would have never really did that in real life. Yeah. Like I said the other night on another show, even by inviting Devon to Jalen house.
Yes.
I would have never did that in real life, which I really didn't do it, period. Now, Atlanta might beat me up.
Production.
A little bit.
Go on, this is your moment. This is for you, okay? This is for you.
Sometimes it's
set the record straight.
Defending yourself. And I have to defend myself at this moment. And it's nothing against production, but like say for instance, the scene when y'all seen me inviting Devon to the Starbucks scene,
yes,
to come to Jalen housewarming, we already had filmed Jalen housewarming 2-3 months before that scene. So when they look back over, we need this to be shown. So we gonna meet up, and our camera, you prop it there.
Yeah.
And so now it look like I done invited him over there.
But
this already had been seen. They already got into it and everything. All that shit had happened. Me and Sky already got into it. But 2-3 months later, we need to film that scene to complete the show.
So are you allowing the production to set you up?
Let me say this right here, because they gonna eat my ass up with what I just said. Period. Because that's something where I'm not really supposed to speak on. But again, I'm defending the king.
Yes.
And the way that I have proof of that is in email. They know this.
I will say it is okay for you to defend yourself because you have taken a lot of heat for so many things on both shows.
And I haven't responded.
You haven't. You have not. You have been pretty.
So, yeah, just out of that, like I said, I can prove it that I'm just making a show. That's it.
And we addressed you and Sherrod. You've had another beef on this show with someone. So what is your feelings about Milan Jada and how that played out? Now, initially, I was bothered by your behavior. Yeah. That was prior to this current episode.
Right.
The things you said in reference to him being androgynous or the lack thereof, the sissy comment, the you can't pass, and being judged, and then so on and so forth.
It was so horrible.
That's what you feel about what you said?
Yeah, I feel it was so horrible. But I'm again at that moment. Once I'm pushed, that's why I try not to go there. Like people don't even understand, and not to go back on this. But when me and Sky got into it, I really like this guy, so I'm still trying to hold on to be a king because I know once I go there, I'm gone. You know what I mean? And so that's how it was with Milan. It was just, I guess at this moment, to me in my mind, this character of a person is coming at me like that.
Okay.
And so I'm not gonna allow that. I liked Milan. I really did like Milan. I got a gay mother. As far as a transsexual.
Come on, expound, please.
All of this stuff. So why would I really hate that? Who I love? I know her since she was a boy. We from the same town, from Noonan. We was born and raised. So I know her before nose jobs, before cheats, before all of this and that. So, and I still love this person to this day. She's still my gay mother. So I don't have anything against that, period. It was just that Milan, okay, if you're gonna do so how am I supposed to respect an androgynous? Am I supposed to expect you like a boy or like a girl? I'm confused.
I think you should respect the person based on who they feel they are, how they present themselves. So you're saying you're not sure where Milan Jada falls in the spectrum of androgyny?
Not in my mind. For me to know how to respect, you need to be one or the other. I make it sound so ugly.
You do.
I do, but okay. I still was trying to respect her as a girl is what I'm saying, but she's still coming at me and making these facial muscles and this dude voice coming out and all this stuff. So I'm saying if you got on hair and all this stuff,
you want him to be dainty.
Yeah. So you still trying to be hood and you ready like to box a bitch, box a nigga. So I'm confused at this moment. That's why I say get back in character.
Okay, so you want her to stay in character, but do you realize, Akeem, that androgyny is like the combination of the two? You don't have to pick a side because you did just address like your gay mom and then I guess Pageant's They're drags and or transgender. Melania is not drag.
That bitch got more muscles than I got. Bitch look like Angela Bassett, you know what I mean? On what love got to do with Tina Turner type of shit. I'm just saying.
I'm glad this is happening right now, Akeem, because I don't know how to take you because I do believe you're being 100% genuine.
I am.
And it's very sincere and it's not malicious, but what you're saying is horrible.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, see, I don't be knowing. I'm just being honest about my feelings about it. Cause in my mind, I'm trying to respect you as a girl.
Okay. So your issue,
like she's a linebacker.
So your issue with Melania and being androgynous is he or she is not picking one side.
That and then Milan come out to me, it's fake. That voice is irritating. And then you got this same old damn wig, pulling up in a ponytail, laying it down, pulling up in a ponytail, laying it down, but you still got this damn baby hair there. Same shit. Do something different. You know what I mean? Jalen, I respect, I love that bitch. That bitch gonna look good from head to motherfucking toe. Milan is bullshitting. Milan is playing. So if you're gonna do it right. Make me understand. And that's all I'm saying. I don't understand that bullshit Milan is doing.
But
maybe it's a New York thing, but ATL, baby, it's not cutting.
So now you're shading New York.
Oh, am I?
Akeem, I'm trying to help you right now, my God. I'm trying to help you with the people, and we were on this path, my God. After you apologized and felt bad about Sherrod, and now we done backtracked.
Okay. Sorry, church.
Okay, now I do want to say, I did feel bad for you, and I defended you in my most recent recap in reference to this past episode because I felt like Melania was acting a bit off and disrespectful, putting his hands in your face. And I think your original issue between you two happened because you put your hands in Milan's face, but the reality of it is, I'll defend you right now. You didn't put your hands in Milan's face. You were talking with your hands.
Right.
In this episode, Milan put his hands in your face.
Right.
And my thing is, if you're going to require someone to respect you to a certain level, you have to offer them the same thing. So for her to do that, I had to make sure I defended you because it just wasn't okay.
Right. And see, that's one thing I talk a lot of shit because, like I said, we on the show, we signed up to do it. But I don't really want to fight nobody. Mm-hmm. I really don't come in there with a malicious attack. Like these are situations that just actually happen, and I respond to situations, but I never go in there with a moment like I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. A bitch come at me, I'm gonna knock her ass out. I don't go in there like that. I'll just go in there to film, point blank, period. Whatever happened, I don't think about nothing like the names I called or whatever I'm doing in the moment. I don't think about that shit. That's just shit that's come up and out. If you attack me, that's how I'm gonna come back at you. And so a lot of times, again, that's why I try not to go there. I must say I like Milan. I respect the androgyny community.
Milan just ain't your thing. You respect the rest of the community, but not Milan. Yeah. Now, I will say this episode, we did see a different side of Milan because I believe you showed up respectful. Mm-hmm. It seemed as if you were not trying to be confrontational. And although you and Milan had previous history, so much time passed and it was a different setting. And if Milan had an issue with you, I feel like Milan should have addressed it with you in a different space, especially since to be negative at someone else's event was inappropriate. So that's why I said that I defended you in that and looked at Milan differently because of the fact that it could have been handled a lot better because you took the hits very well. Like I said, the hand in the face, I think Milan actually put his hands on you, if I'm not mistaken, right?
He did.
That, and then some of the comments about diseased dick and then you being homeless, all the things that I called others out for, then to see Milan do the same thing, I'm wondering what's happening behind the scenes. And granted, typically with recaps, we're focusing on what actually happened on camera, but it makes sense that based on what you're saying now and how you're sharing yourself, that you are, it seems like you're easily triggered.
I am. I can go from 0 to 100 real quick. It's like I don't have time for no bullshit. I don't have time for no nonsense. And just my reactions, that's just like production be ready to shoot the king. Because that's just, you know what it gives. But something's going on with Milan. I really think that a lot of that stuff that, like what you just said, a lot of stuff that Milan was saying, the bitch in her mind was looking in the mirror and talking about her own damn self. About homeless, diseased dick, about this and that. This probably sleeping on somebody's floor, couch, whatever.
Akeem, do you know why people come here? People come here, my God, for me to help them present the best them, because people usually leave here being more liked. We're progressing, Akeem. We're progressing.
Yeah, and I like it on. I just go back in the moment of time of that moment. And
so you have
speaking on that moment.
So you have flashbacks of where you were.
Yeah, I have flashbacks, and my feelings and everything shows when we're speaking on it.
Gotcha.
Go ahead.
So I do want to address one thing that I wanted to talk about earlier, but you brought it up in reference to Milan and your gay mom, Sir Akeem. Sir Akeem does pageants, so share with us about you being a part of the pageant world.
Of course. When I came out back in the days, you know, the old Marquette that was on, what's that beat? That's Ashby. That was on Ashby back in the days.
I'm not from Atlanta.
Yeah,
you're from Georgia.
The late 90s. I came out like 97. And you had, like, at that time, this one, Raquel was really big.
I do know of Raquel, of course.
Yeah, when she just got done and everything. So everybody was living. Jasmine Bonet, Nicole of Dupree, of course. Stasha just had got her first nose job.
Well, not the nose job. I was going to say yes. I thought you, see, Akeem set you up, my God, because I'm sitting here saying yes. I was going to say yes, you saying that she just won.
She did just win Miss Continental. Now
he set me up. I'm like, yes. No, I didn't mean yes to the nose job.
That was her first one back then. Well, she only had one anyway. Stasha looked good. That bitch ate Continental up. Let's we go there real quick.
But she did just win. That's what I was referring to. I thought you were going to say that. So what is your involvement? You've done. Do you have any titles?
Yeah. So when I came in back then, it was just interesting to see them. And of course, like I said, my very first pageant that I did, I did a female impersonation. I was.
Oh, so you weren't Sir Akeem. You were ma'am.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Lady Akeem. Yeah. What was your name?
Tequila Alizé.
Oh, come on.
They know I like to drink.
That's befitting.
It was Tequila Alizé was my name. And I did my first pageant. I won my very first pageant. I sold my presentation. I sold my talent. Tamisha Iman did my sportswear and my evening gown.
Okay.
So back in like these girls are sewing and all this stuff, I did all this shit back in the day. I used to sew for the girls doing pageants. I used to sew for the girls that doing balls. I used to charge them to do all this stuff, but then I just, after my relationship for 7 years, I just kind of let everything go. Mm-hmm. And like I said, what these girls are doing now is old news to me. But no shade, no shade.
So in reference to all of that, with you having so much experience and knowledge and pretty much a pedigree in reference to you talking about your grandmother, why do you not take the role of the parent on these shows?
And that's the thing too, when I look back at it, it's like I would ask myself that same question. But again, until you in that moment and you got these people
coming at you,
and they don't even respect. Like they talking about, okay, you 40, but they ain't telling these bitches
respect you like you're 40.
Yeah, they gonna come at me any type of way. So I'm giving them like they're coming at me. Like at that moment, age don't have anything to do with it. So like say for somebody like Corday, I would make Corday like a guardian child,
okay,
or something like that right there. The new guy that coming on G Status.
Well, we're about to go into this next segment of this interview, so let's just go there. Typically, I ask what each cast member feels about others. Okay. So, give you these names and let us know how you feel. So, you started with Corday.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Corday?
Love him.
Why do you like Corday? Well, first of all, I do like, let's clarify this. This is a good time to clarify this.
Okay.
I do like the real Corday. I don't like the Corday that shows up on camera and that shows up in the comment section.
Yeah.
So, what is it about Corday that you like in reference to Corday on camera?
For one, I think Corday is very attractive.
He is.
I love the fact that he's a private freak. He's a private freak. Yeah. I can see Corday just sitting at home and jacking off. I can.
But are you telling Corday's business because...
No, I'm attracted to him.
Let me tell you why I'm asking, are you telling his business? Because the problem that arises for me with Corday is, I believe that Corday is a private freak.
Right.
But Corday comes on camera and presents himself like he's either too good or doesn't do those things. That's the issue.
And the very first show that I seen and I realized, because I just know Corday through filming or something like that. But then we did a premiere party and all of us was there. We watched the very first episode And I did come up to him afterwards. I was like, Corday, I didn't even know you act like, he can tell you, I came out, I was like, Corday, I didn't even know you act like that. Because I saw him being snobby. Like, then you saying you got on a $1,500 suit. But you saying you got on a $1,500 suit. Like, you're begging all the girls, girl, your name wasn't even known, period, until that moment. Is that what I'm saying?
I'm glad you're saying it, not me. Don't get me started, because when I say something like I ain't saying the right stuff.
You make me talk about my friend. Huh? You making me talk about my friend.
No, he can be your friend. This is the thing. I like Corday as well. The real Corday. Yes. Not what he presents himself to be, or feel like how he has to portray himself in the public eye.
Right.
So I get it. But I needed you to answer it that way because I need to see how genuine you are. Because at least if you're going to say somebody is your friend, unlike Tramel. Well, Tramel did just start calling Corday out a little bit. Yeah. But at one point, Tramel was not calling Corday out consistently.
Right.
But I at least appreciate you acknowledging certain areas of Corday that are off, because you said yourself, seeing him on camera at the premiere party, you were confused because you didn't know him to be that way.
Right, and it stunned me, and I can tell, like, Corday, somehow, I don't know why or what he see in me, but he just kind of totally respect me. He don't just come at me in that type of way. When I speak it to him, it's not, he don't just not trying to cut me off, he'll listen, just whatever. And so I can tell when I say that to him, he was a little surprised and caught off that I felt that way about him. Okay. Yeah, and I guess that was his moment of seeing himself back as well, because it was the first episode and this is his first show.
Gotcha. So, what do you feel about Sherrod, especially since you dogged him out, but you just apologized that you felt bad? So what is your opinion now concerning Sherrod?
And again, I never really tried to dog Sherrod out. I had to make a show.
Okay. I respect that. I can't even see. Let me say something, church. I'm really liking Akeem. Let me tell you why. Because I'm hitting him with the right questions, and he's giving me the right answers. Because y'all thought I was going too hard on Corday.
Yo, you went in on Corday.
I did. But you also have to realize that Corday was not giving me what you're giving me. Okay. You're owning some stuff. You're saying, yes, I was wrong. That was horrible. I still did it. And I might do it again.
I mean,
but I can respect that. Okay. I can respect that. So
I like that.
Yeah. So Sherrod?
And yeah, so I like Sherrod. I think, again, sexy, nice looking guy. I want to did some of the things that he may have done in the past. But
I'm gonna get real raunchy really quick though.
Sherrod.
You said he had cum on his face. You never had that before? A facial?
Only once.
But you called Sherrod out for it. Like it was so degrading and wrong. Now, I never had that happen before, my God.
But no.
I did some other things, but
no. But I have a supposed to be trade friend I've been dealing with for 10 years. So after about 10 years, that's when the night came. And I'm like, hey, it came. So, but another day, another story.
So he's done some things that she would not. So are you saying you would never do porn? You need to be saying no. First of all, come closer to me, scoot closer to me, but you need to be saying no, because as hard as you went, but again, you just said you're making a show.
Yeah.
So that's your answer. You would behave like that because it's the show.
Yeah.
Wait, hold up. I didn't ask the right question. Not would you ever do porn. Have you done porn? Because you've experienced some things in your life, my God.
I have done porn. I've done porn. Yeah, I did.
You know why I'm looking like this? Because all you're doing is verifying your own self about this being a character, playing a role and a part for this show.
Yeah,
because you were speaking like you were an angel.
I'm not an angel.
But go ahead, you did your porn.
I did a
Tell
porn
the church.
Back in 2004. This was before internet went big. And I'm so happy. So let me tell y'all, back in 2004.
So you want a VHS?
Forced to do it, and I was in a room and I kept saying like, no, I'm gonna be on TV. I'm gonna be on TV. I can't do this. Like this was back in my mind. I even called my grandmother and my best friend at this time. Like y'all know that because at this time I was still dealing with modeling agencies and stuff. I was younger, you know. But I just know that I would be on TV. That was always my goal. And so I would call them and like they trying to get me to do porn, this and that. I do need the money, but I don't really want to do this stuff because I'm trying to be on TV. I don't want nobody to be talking about me. This stuff come back and hunt me. Do. And at this moment, people in the lifestyle was going around talking about it. But they asked me over and over, you did it? I seen you do a porn, woo. But thank God now internet is nothing like it is. You don't have all these tumblers, this and that, so you won't even find it.
Thank God for VHS.
You won't find it. And real quick.
Oh yes, come on. What's your outfit?
Can we do a shout out to the shirt?
Read it for the church. It's all about the numbers.
It's all about the numbers, baby. Shirts are for sale. We have coffee mugs as well. Y'all make sure y'all hit me up, Sir Akeem Gionnie on Facebook. Shirts are going to be $24.99 plus shipping and handling. And as well, the coffee mugs, I haven't quite priced those, but if y'all want them, hit me up. I'm going to make sure I do show the merchandises on my Facebook page.
You better sell yourself now. Now I am understanding this phenomenon, my God, that is Akeem. You pretty much have just disturbed my whole situation of looking at recaps a certain way about you because I'm so torn. One, you're a lot of fun. You own your shit. So it's gonna be hard to critique you because you actually own your shit.
I do, I really do. And let me say this real quick. Like I even like me and Sky, because people want to know.
Chasing Atlanta, yes, go on.
Me and
Tell
Sky
it, it's your moment.
Have talked plenty of times off camera. It just somehow, when we get into on camera, both of us are dominant, and Sky know I respect him in a type of way. But I don't know why we can make up off camera, but when we get on camera,
it just doesn't.
It don't work.
But maybe it's the same for him, like it is for you in reference to when you are in front of the camera and then lights, something else just turns on.
Yeah,
and then certain emotions become ignited.
It does, because Sky don't see me as being off camera. He like Akeem. He had told me that he always say like, why you don't bring this Akeem to the show?
This is like this right here. This is the King we want to see and know right here. This is the moment.
And but you know what Sky is saying. People want to see that Akeem.
Yes.
And sometimes like it's just when you're in the moment, it gets
lost.
It's not that. Yeah. You get lost, and everybody else doing everything else, you're trying to feed into that moment, and then also again the producers may want you to.
They coerce and encourage and suggest. Well, back to our list. We did Corday, Sherrod.
Yes.
We did Milan. Wait, did we actually do Milan? We did Milan in reference to the show.
I have to say this, right? I really do like Milan. And again, me and Milan made up. My mind just had to go backwards. And it sounds so crazy to say that because I really was authentic when I apologized.
Yeah.
But again, we're filming, so I have to talk back.
Okay. But
I do like Milan.
Gotcha. All right. So what about True Fine?
I like True Fine. Now, no shade towards you, True, but True confessionals, I mean, it just wasn't there for me.
He wasn't bringing it?
No, I would have replaced him.
Well, you know he's no longer on the show, right?
Yeah, I would have replaced him too.
Okay, what do you feel about Zafar?
I find Zafar sexy, of course, but I can't say too much about Zafar intelligence because, honey, I done lit him up. I just think he's fine. He's a stripper. Just dance and don't speak, honey. Don't think about nothing.
Okay, next person is Tramel.
Tramel, oh my God, I love Tramel. Tramel is a whole lot of fun. Tramel is sexy in his own way. I think everybody on the cast is sexy, I must say that. But
even
Tramel,
Milan.
Well, I thought all the guys were sexy on the cast. Is what I was thinking.
So you like Tramel. Got that. I like Tramel as well. Okay, I'll just go to the next person. Charlie Exile.
I find Charlie really sexy. Charlie have beautiful teeth.
Teeth, eyes, skin, yeah.
Yeah, I like Charlie. Charlie just kind of pissed me off a little bit on this last episode with how him and Milan went outside.
And I called my friend out. He's my buddy, but I did not like because at one point he did admit that Milan Jada was kind of being confrontational with you.
Right.
But then when they went outside, he was pretty much co-signing what Milan Jada was doing, which was totally wrong in that moment because you weren't even bringing that kind of energy to that scene.
Right, and so at this moment, like, I'm thinking like, okay, is both of these bitches trying to swing on me? Because I don't know what's going on. And if you notice, as we were speaking, I did try to like pass my cup a couple times just because this bitch doing all this. I need to have my hands free as well. And so, but Charlie, and I understood at that moment, okay, you don't want to get into it.
Yeah.
It was what I was thinking then. But now when I watch the show back, and you go outside and say, he tried to get me to hold this cup, like that kind of just, it irked me a little bit inside. But I really do like Charlie. Pussy Cunt. Have you heard Pussy Cunt?
I heard all the songs. That's my friend. That's my friend now.
Shit, I live for me some Pussy Cunt. I be hitting Charlie up on text like, bitch, I'm stuck in traffic, blasting Pussy Cunt. So yeah, I fuck with Charlie.
Alrighty, and then we have the new cast members.
Well, yeah, but before we go there, honey, this shiesty bitch Adrian. Let's talk about him.
Oh, you know why I always talk about Adrian? Because he's not a main cast member. Go on ahead.
Right.
Wait, this is your moment because you done said the shiesty bitch Adrian, and okay, all right.
Shiesty, I seen him on another show where he's talking about, well, the way that I met him, which I did meet him through somebody that they told me that, you know, they had sex or whatever. But what the guy really told me, I kept from Adrian.
Okay.
But Adrian knows how to spruce it up. Like he said, I had some good. So Akeem wanted the good. No, he told me you had some bad, sour. I ain't gonna tell you what, because then you'd be hurt. So, you know what I mean? Out of respect, I'm gonna keep it to myself.
Akeem, you are hilarious. You are hilarious. So what was that moment in the parking lot after Corday's sold out show? Because Corday said the show was sold out. His Prince tribute.
I ain't paid to get in that bitch. That was a karaoke night and it was free.
You know what I'm talking about, right? He was singing Prince, right?
Yeah, I was there.
I know you were there because you said you said he wasn't no Prince.
Yeah, and it wasn't sold out. It was a karaoke event. You get in there for free.
Okay, so what I wanted to address. Oh gosh, these cheeks. I don't think I smiled as much with any other cast member. My God.
I want you to ask me and Adrian at that moment.
About kissing you and all that, and up on you, yeah.
Okay, so
grabbed your face or something.
Let me back a little bit further because Adrian had heard through the grapevine about me and Milan. And again, me and Adrian was already cool from Trade. We already known each other. And then we had got into it on the set of Trade.
Okay.
Where I asked Adrian to come outside, this and that. And I disrespect that person's house, which was Channing. He's a star of Trade, the black, dark-skinned, cute guy.
That's my ex-boyfriend.
Was that you over there? You said
no, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. When I say ex-boyfriend, I'm literally probably his first or second boyfriend when he moved to Atlanta from Illinois. So, no, that wasn't me. I mean, I was married for 10 years. I just got a divorce. So, I had to have been at least 20 or 21.
Oh, for real?
I'm 33 now, so we're going back over 11 years.
Okay, so yeah,
so that wasn't me.
God, okay, it wasn't you.
Yeah, because he ain't had that body.
Yeah.
He was still sexy because he's chocolate and got bald head.
Yeah,
he's still good, but he ain't had that body though.
But his body's definitely banging.
Yes,
have you
seen
him lately on Facebook?
I see him.
Shouts out to Channing. Is it Harrell? Shouts out Channing. But yeah, so we was over his house and me and Adrian got into it. I called him out. He didn't come outside. So from there, when I found out Adrian was going to be on the show, because again, we had another group of people on G status before D's group. I was the only one that the production decided to keep and move forward with.
Okay.
And that's when they researched for talent, and that's when these people got on.
So it was a completely different cast initially?
Completely. None of these people was on there before. We already had film, shop, and everything.
Oh, really?
Yeah, those scenes not going to be seen because those people are not on the show.
Okay.
Yeah, we already did all that. A lot of stuff. Like, we started filming G Status in 2016. Mm-hmm. And so these people just started filming with us this year in 18.
Okay.
We're just trying to recalculate. What are you talking about?
You were talking about Adrian and then the whole kissing scene and him holding your face, and then you said y'all were on Trade and then calling you out from Trade and all of that.
And so getting into it, like when we got into it, so when I found out he was coming on this show, out of respect, I'm like, Adrian, we're good now.
You mean here like G Status show?
Like G Status show. Okay. And I told him personally, Adrian, we're good now. I don't want to get into it. Whatever, if you feel some type of way about me, come to me, or I do the same thing, vice versa, where it be off camera. And so at this moment, I guess, like I said, Adrian heard it through the grapevine about whatever happened between me and Milan. Mm-hmm. So I was sitting down with Tremel and Corday. Okay. And Adrian was standing up, and just out of the blues, when I kept saying, well, who y'all talking about? They were talking about somebody in New York. And I found out it was Milan who they were talking about. So instantly, I'm just like, oh, child, bye. Because
you already had the back conflict. And forth and the conflict. Yeah. And so, I will say it makes sense now with you sharing. Because with you acknowledging that this is the character, it's a personality, you're playing the role that you're put in, and so on and so forth. Now it makes sense with you saying that you wanted to address stuff privately with Adrian off camera because you didn't want him to get, I guess, caught up into Sir Akeem, that is the reality star in which you bring to that. So that makes sense more.
Right.
You wanted to kind of keep it peaceful between you two. on camera.
Exactly.
If there was an issue, address it off camera, especially with him.
For when we filmed, everything was scripted, so we were being characters.
Gotcha.
And don't get me wrong, like these are still characters, reality stuff, but it's different.
Yes.
We're not reading the script. And so out of respect, I thought that I want to give him that, and I want him to do the same. And so whenever, like, whatever happened, not only did he bring up the fact and say I was wrong about Milan, he also, to me, pointed. Okay. And I'm sitting down at this moment. And, you know, like, that second, just like, you're here, and somebody's there, and they point over your forehead. Like, don't do that. So instantly, I just jumped up. My body just reacted, and that happened. And then, so, from nowhere, Adrian did want to give me the little kiss. And this what y'all didn't see it. Also, they cut it short, but he would say something. He'd say woo woo, walk up and kind of give me a little slap, like a puppy dog slap. Boom. And I'm like, bitch. Then his coming back up, woo woo woo. Okay, you know I'm not coming at you like that. So in this moment, like, but you keep hitting me. You know what I mean? And then next I know he came in for the kiss and still did it again. So and I'm thinking like, so I'm lost, but I'm like, bitch, that's a damn hit still. So bitch, let me only shove you back a little bit. Cause you like, you know what I mean? It's just, even though it's a little soft hit, but still we're in the moment. It's like you're getting a hit and you think I just supposed to let you walk off from that hit.
I gotcha. I'm so mad that I understand everything that you're saying. I can't take it. I don't know if I'm gonna lose my mind or what, but everything Akeem is saying is making sense. My God, I don't know what the hell is going on right now.
Not crazy, He's not crazy.
Okay, so Dre Simber, who we just were introduced to.
Yes.
What do you feel about him?
Love Dre Simber. Love Dre Simber. Dre Simber, I definitely want to see him back for season 2 so that you all can see a little bit more
about him. Yeah.
Yeah, when he came in instantly, Dre Simber worked with me on Chasing Atlanta behind the scenes. He maybe, was a camera guy before. And so he just respected me from there. But Dre Simber, when I reconnected with him on this show, I got a chance to see a lot of him. We would sit on the phone and talk. He would tell me like at times when I wasn't filming and I was gone, he would be the one to fill me in about the fights or how they done came at him. And we just always talk. He's a great guy. He has great energy. He's very good for the show. But yeah, I think y'all gonna enjoy Dre Simber because there are some things coming up.
Alrighty, so we're going to close in a second, but I have to ask my most disrespectful and raunchy questions that I ask every cast member, my guy.
I'm ready.
You and this gyration going on in this chair. Okay, so the church needs to know, what size dick does Sir Akeem have?
I thought I was ready, but I wasn't ready.
You was just slow grinding on this chair over here.
I know, right? Ready. And you did ask Carday that question. That's another question that he couldn't even answer. Did he answer that? He wouldn't answer none of your questions. He wasn't. You kept trying to Carday, I love you, but you were not answering those questions. I would say I'm a good 8.5 thick and cut. Okay,
that sounds like relationship dick because anywhere between like 7, 8, 9 is kind of relationship dick. And relationship dick is dick that you can take regularly. Because certain sizes is special occasions. 10, 11, 12, that's Christmas, New Year's, Easter, you know.
And let me tell you,
Kwanzaa, Hanukkah.
They can say about 40. Them say most of these girls talking about, oh, he 40, he old and 40. My asshole ain't old. It ain't got no bumps on it. The bitch is not stretched all is outside. I done met these kids, 20-something years old, you rub your finger through their ass, and it's a couple of, Crocodile Dundees up in there.
So the next...
But you want to talk about a person like me, bitch, my asshole is good, it's tight, and it's right.
So the next question is...
I'm sorry.
The next question is, are you top, bottom, or versatile?
I'm versed in a relationship, but majority of the time I am a top. I got good dick, I got good ass. They like it, they love it. It's just if I want to give it.
Oh gosh.
Or receive it. It just depends on the moment and the person. But that's why I say I got this supposed to be trade dude that I deal with for maybe 10 years. I like to turn the trade out. Got time for these queens. Okay, so my next question is, based on just the G-Status ATL Hustle cast, who have you had I can't even get it out. Who have you had sex with? On G-Status?
Yes.
None of them.
Are you serious?
I swear my hand to God.
Okay, now I gotta jump backwards. Okay. Who have you had sex with on Chasing Atlanta?
One of them.
Tell us, because you answered all the questions. You can't call.
Gonna be no, I cannot, no.
You got to tell me.
It wasn't even sex, it was a play.
Okay.
I played with somebody on Chase.
So you're not going to tell because of respect for that person, not because you won't answer questions.
Yes.
Okay.
Not that
I can
won't
respect
answer,
that.
just out of respect.
I can respect that.
Yeah, we go crazy. I can't.
All right. So who on the cast of G Status ATL Hustle would you have sex with? I think I kind of know, but go on ahead and tell us.
Everybody except for Milan.
That was what I was going to.
And Sherrod's been seen and done, so.
You still will probably want to try it out. You give me.
I do. Sherrod, like, he got some good booty. A little tall with, I may have that art, bouncing down a little bit, make sure he arches back, toot it up, but yeah, I hit him from the back.
All righty, so I think that is about it from this interview. I will say that you have literally made I want to say my day. You made the rest of my year because.
Do that clap for me one more time. I love that clap.
The clap.
Lights, camera, action, clap, bitch.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I really love you right about now because of this interview. Yeah. And Josh said, I think this is going to be the most epic interview because what Akeem presents on these shows is not what you're going to get in an actual interview with who you really are.
Right, and that's what production love about me, though. Mm-hmm. That people don't even know it, so they wonder why do production want Akeem? Why Akeem keep getting the green light?
Yes,
production love.
Well, that's a question I want to ask before we close. Then, mm-hmm. So what made you want to be a part of these reality web series? Again,
like I said, when I talked about the porn thing earlier, I just kind of knew that
it was something for you.
Something. I even told my friends, even my mom. About 5, 6, 7 years ago, I was like, if I die, I'm gonna go in the grave believing that God got that from me because this is what I see.
You came here and did what you were supposed to do.
Mm-hmm. And so it was a vision, and I just fulfilled the vision. And again, real quick, G Status came before Chasing Atlanta. We started filming G Status in 2016.
So
as well as Chasing Atlanta, also in 2016, but I was filming G Status first with the other cast.
So the footage that you're referring to was before Chasing Atlanta, the first filming session.
That won't nobody see, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, so you were not from Chasing Atlanta to G Status. You were already a part of G Status.
Right.
Oh, come on, drop the history and knowledge on us, my God.
G Status
enlighten us.
Slowed their train down. Gotcha. And then once Chasing Atlanta came out, it re-enlightened G Status producers.
Okay.
So let's get that train back chewing.
Gotcha. So please share with the church where they can find you on social media sites. One, to purchase your merchandise, my God, as well as to follow you, keep up with you.
Y'all can definitely find me on Facebook at Sir Akeem Gionnie. Everything Sir Akeem Gionnie. The shirts, again, it's all about the numbers. We will have the coffee mugs coming out also, and I got you a shirt.
Oh, come on.
I got you a shirt.
You brought me a gift.
Yes, which one you want, the shirt or the coffee mug?
I think I want the coffee mug.
The coffee mug, I got you a coffee mug.
Yes, I do.
So don't worry, I will definitely get that for you.
Okay.
Again, if y'all want anything, any of my merchandises, make sure y'all hit me up online at Sir Akeem Gionnie. Everything. And also, thank you for giving me this opportunity. Thank you for this
give me a hug, Akeem.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, this was a great interview. I'm glad it actually happened.
And right timing.
Yes.
And the right timing. And I love this guy right now. Like, for real. You made my day.
Oh.
So, I appreciate it.
I'm about to cry.
Yes. I'm going to give you one more cocktail before I leave.
Yes, you can have whatever you want. Because when I tell you, when people come here and make my job easy, you could have whatever you want out of here at this point, my God. But that's about it, guys. We appreciate you tuning in. Please follow us on all social media outlets. Comment down below in the comment section. Thumbs up this video. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on the notifications and share this video. Bye, guys. You were awesome. You were everything. Did he not do his job? Did he not do his?
Did I answer your question?
Yes. Yes. Oh my God.
I try not to be over the top. I'm sorry. I try not to be over the top, but it's just that's who I am. You know what?
I saw you
she
coming.
Watches the show.
I saw you coming, sir. I told him this. Did I?
So, yeah, I appreciate the interviews because people get a chance to know me a little bit better. Like they get a chance to know the real Akeem.
Oh my gosh.
Awesome, I told you that was gonna happen. I saw you coming.
Give me them socks, baby.
Oh my gosh! Like,
thank you.
That's so crazy. That's why I appreciate it.
Yes, the honesty and transparency. Yes. You making this drink now, right? You like. He earned that drink, did he not?
While I was coming in, I was like, if Ty don't give me that clap, then I'm gonna be mad.
You want to clap?
Yes, I would live for that clap. Now, it's almost like a Wendy Williams, how you doing type of thing.
Yes.
Like, I'm expecting that.
Everybody expects me to clap. I'm like, oh gosh, and it became a thing.
That means it's a great thing.
Yes.
Like, you just came up with something you ain't even gotta talk about, just do it.
Yes, yes. Oh, I'm so happy.
Can I use your restroom?
Yes, you may.
I think that went great.
Yes. It's right back here.